Kathleen Hessert is the president of Sports Media Challenge and has worked with many high-profile athletes, and she's here to talk about how this high-profile athlete is handling this crisis. Kathleen, good morning to you.
Good morning.
You've read the statement, and it's quite a lengthy one. Is this enough to make this go away?
No. People want to look in his eyes. They think they can see into his soul and into his heart and everything else if they can see into his eyes. It's not enough to put it on a piece of paper. He took a big step, just not a giant step towards humanizing himself with that statement.
You know, it's so interesting. The first paragraph was the mea culpa. I've made some mistakes there. I've committed transgressions, and I'm sorry about that. But then there are these 3 paragraphs in between that he basically chastises the public and the media for invading his private life. Is that going to help him or hurt him in the end?
You know what? It doesn't matter what he thinks about what the public is reaching into his private life. He became an icon because of his talent and because of the people around him who could help make him that, but also because of the fans. And what has happened in the past is very different. It's a different world out there now. The fans dictate how they interact with the brand or don't interact with the brand. And so, it doesn't matter what he thinks. This is private, this isn't private. The fans won't go away.
So if you were advising him, what would you tell him to do at this point? I mean, is this a 60 Minutes interview or an Oprah interview or just a tape that he makes on his own that you think he should submit?
Well, if he stays silent between now and his January, the next tournament that he's going to play in, there's just going to be quadruple number of journalists there waiting to hear what he says, and everything's going to be building up for it. I think it's ridiculous to wait until January because it just draws it out even further. My standard is go for the quick hemorrhage, not the slow bleed, and he is bleeding a lot more than that fire hydrant or that crash made him bleed.
Well, we didn't know he was going to make a statement. He did that, so we'll see what he does next. Kathleen Hessert, thank you so much.
Thank you.
We appreciate it.